promotional feel coming up here, Jim, and I cannot wait for this. RIHO with the dual championships across her shoulders. She may be a little smaller than some of the other female competitors, but she is accomplished. She is a superstar in the pro wrestling Joshi world, and Excalibur knows a little bit about that as well.
That's right, RIHO Mizunami, also coming in the room. These are two of the biggest up-and-comers in the Japanese women's professional wrestling world, and two of the toughest competitors in the Japanese professional wrestling world. And of note, RIHO, Kenny Omega's partner of choice when he is finding himself in intergender matches.
Kenny Omega, for those who don't know, a huge fan of Joshi wrestling, helped him make a real mark in Japan during the early parts of his career.
The thing that impresses me about these young women is how hard they have trained, what they have gone through to make it this far. But to become, continue that evolution, their work never ends. Well, and so if you're not going to willing to make that kind of sacrifice in their world, you're just not going to make it.
Yeah, the dojo system in Japan, notoriously ruthless. One of the hardest ways to break into the world of professional wrestling. All three of these women went through that system, and none more so than Hikaru Shida.
This is a 6-woman tag team match set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Approaching right first, the team of RIHO Mizunami, and Hikaru Shida.
RIHO and Hikaru Shida will be facing off against their teacher, the woman that trained them in the art of professional wrestling, Emi Sakura. And they will have their work cut out for them. Hikaru Shida, one of the top signings of AEW, a relative unknown to many American fans, but is gonna make her presence felt here tonight.
And Jim, what you've been waiting for right here, the Aja Kong experience, baby. Team Aja.
Well, before we get to that, we have to see the magical girl, Yuka Sakazaki. She is the closest analog to Kylie Ray that Japan has. Full of spirit, full of heart, never seen without a smile on her face. Bring the intensity to the ring.
Her entrance theme is, I can fly. And you know what? She can. She's great.
That magical girl splash, she loves to employ it. Springboard rounding body press. But
she's been wrestling 5 years. That's just getting her feet wet, really. 5'2", 100 pounds on her bio.
And now, Emi Sakura, the head of Gato Move Pro Wrestling.
You mentioned the women that she's trained. More than 50 women's wrestlers have launched their career in Japan thanks to Emi Sakura. She is a superstar. Oh, and by the way, a phenomenal performer as well.
23 years in the business. Very accomplished trainer, as Alex pointed out. 5'1", 130.
But their partner, rounding out their trio, the legend. I don't even want to say the women's wrestling legend.
No,
the legend.
Just legend.
The legend, Aja Kong. One of the hardest hitters in all of professional wrestling.
And their opponents, the team of Yuka Sakazaki, Emi Sakura, and Aja Kong.
Well, she's not the woman you're going to find in the kitchen making biscuits.
No.
5'8", 250.
And we saw it.
Been wrestling 33 seasons.
Oof. And along with Manami Toyota, Aja Kong, one of the only two women to ever main event the Tokyo Dome, the Big Egg.
I mean, listen, we owe her a thanks at All Elite Wrestling, quite honestly. When we announced that she was appearing at Double or Nothing, it helped our credibility. She is that big a star, and it is a blessing, and I mean that sincerely, to be able to watch her live here at Double or Nothing.
And we saw Hikaru Shida bringing that kendo stick, that training sword, to the ring. Aja Kong picking up a little plunder herself, trying to level the playing field, though. With the experience advantage, I think Kong and Sakura are gonna have, maybe have their trainees' number.
Chris Jericho and I talked to Aja yesterday. At least we talked and she grunted. But she was in game mode yesterday.
Aubrey Edwards drawing the duties for this match as Yuka Sakazaki in the orange trunks taking on Hikaru Shida in the red trunks. And there we see the magical girl, very polite. Whoa! Wild swing and a miss there by Shida. Stomp on the foot by Yuka.
Oh! Man, what a good throw. Good throw. And a swing and a miss, that would have taken your head off.
And there we see the hashtag AEW-DON trending worldwide by now.
Well, now there's a change in the air.
And Ryo Mizunami, the heater for her team, tagging in to face off with the heater of the century, Aja Kong.
The Aja Kong Bull Nakano matches are historic. Still vivid memories for me.
Collar and elbow tie. And Aja, there we see the power demonstrated as she shoves off Mizunami. Aja Kong, of course, in the purple trunks with the face paint. Ryo Mizunami, the red hair, the red trunks, red attire.
Pretty basic collar and elbow tie up there. Aja Kong having the advantage of that as far as the leverage, strength, bulk, mass.
And Mizunami is not a small woman,
no.
But Aja Kong is just able to easily overpower her.
It's not going to take long, I think, for this Japanese women, the Japanese contingent of women that we have here, to truly make an impact in the women's division. Ultimately, you're not going to have just Japanese fighting Japanese. You're going to have Japanese fighting Americans as well. And international stars from the UK, like Sadie Gibbs, who's going to be making her All Elite Wrestling debut as well.
Mizunami hits the ropes once again. Wild swing and the miss by Kong. Shoulder tackle.
Oh, down goes Kong. Aja down for that powerful shoulder tackle.
And the important thing to note is, Aja Kong.
Strikes, and more strikes.
Just rattling the brain of Ryo Mizunami.
Double sledge to knockdown. Not just another pretty face there, folks. She's a bad woman.
True that. Mother Japanese, father was an African-American serviceman. And unfortunately, he left the family when he was 5 years old. Really had a pretty devastating influence on Aja Kong's life and really shaped the person that she is today.
Riho coming in, calling for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock from Emi Sakura. And now we see the flexibility of Riho and actually the strength, the lower body strength, able to maintain that bridge.
That's impressive for a little woman, I'm telling you.
And she's only 21 years young.
I saw that, Alex. That's amazing, isn't it?
And guess what? This is her 13th year in wrestling, Jim. That's not a misprint. That is true.
Crucifix spinning around into the pinning predicament. One, shoulders down. No! Aubrey Edwards there. Eyes on the 2 count.
Oh, nice.
Cabrador into the backbreaker.
Tilt-a-whirl action from
And now
another era.
Yuka Sakazaki
The
heading up
magic
top.
girl.
Coming off. Just the diving Thez press. Step up, Hurricane Rana takes down Riho.
Everything men do, these women can do, if not better. Agility, coordination is just amazing. Because as Alex alluded to, they've been training forever.
Cartwheel off the top, avoiding the attack from Riho. Sakazaki with a drop kick.
Shoulders down, lateral press. Out the back door.
What a bridge. And there we see the Japanese women's style body slam. They take the chancery and then use it to use their opponent's body weight against them. For what they lack in strength, they use momentum effectively. And Emi Sakura, she will rock you as Riho is about to find out.
Emi's got that upper body strength that these women are experiencing here now in a very painful way.
Now with the legs captured.
Strong hands. Yeah, strong hands, able to manipulate her opponent. Been doing it for years. Her great grip.
Emi Sakura with the flying Romero, their flying surfboard, the Romero special. And the important thing to note is these teams are not regular units. It's more of a collection of individuals. So that's why we're not seeing a lot of effective teamwork thus far. It's just more 6 individuals wrestling at their own pace.
Not 2 long-time teams, folks. That's what we're saying here. These women have all got their own agendas, their own careers they're trying to cultivate. Oh! Do we need to explain that one to you?
You know what it's called, Jim? Unnecessary.
Wow. That was a kick, man.
And
that'd sober you up in a hurry on a Saturday night.
RIHO with the free chiropractic adjustment from Aja Kong.
Aja endorses and invites the strikes. Oh. You hit her 10 times and she'll hit 1 headbutt. You're done.
And look at that so effortlessly. Single arm body slam. Puts the head or the hand behind the head. And now, that diving elbow drop. 1, 2, no! RIHO able to kick out. And Emi Sakura and Yuka Sakazaki keeping Ryo Mizunami and Hikaru Shida. Oh no!
Aja Kong thought she had her.
Oh! Pile driver!
That's over.
Oh!
No, it's not over.
Shida and Mizunami.
Somebody's going to piss off Aja here in a minute, and it's going to be a
She's
bad
not pissed
thing.
off already? Yuka Sakazaki trying to make hay while the sun shines, going for the pinning predicament, trying to capitalize on Aja Kong's pile driver.
She is. I mean, you know what? And watching Yuka, she's so much fun. I mean, and you get what she's a magical girl.
That's not fun.
But that's not fun at all.
Right to the gut. Right to the gut. The double stomp. And the tag.
And Mizunami tags in, charging in shoulder block. Takes Sakazaki off her feet. Emi Sakura, shoulder tackle takes her down, and now shoulder tackle again, like running into a brick wall.
Aja blocked it, then got a shot in.
Double lariat ducked, and Aja pushed into Yuka. Oh, the spear decleats Aja.
Kong bounces off the back of her head.
Wow. Mizunami.
Big hands, strong hands, and amazing chops.
The Bread Club is happy, right, Excalibur?
Satoshi Kojima smiling somewhere. Whoa! And the exclamation point. RIHO charging into the corner. Running elbow strike.
Momentum has shifted in this match.
And then look at the fans. They love this. There was a This Is Wrestling chant earlier. And it's true. This is wrestling. This is all elite wrestling. This is Double or Nothing.
RIHO, though, maybe spending a little too much time. I take that back.
I would say you're right there, Excalibur. You got the advantage. The showing off is part of the show. It's good, but
One for the Uranage.
pay for it.
Oh,
Suplex.
no! The water wheel suplex just dropping Sakazaki on the back of her head. Mizunami with the lariat.
These strikes, somehow another, something's got to change here. Well, there's one change.
Aja tags in, as does RIHO.
Aja can't connect.
Tierras.
Trying to quicken the pace. And scissors takeover on Aja Kong, who's
Aja.
hanging in the ropes now.
In the ropes, the 702 from RIHO.
You know the Japanese area code, Excalibur?
It's a very complicated system. Oh! Anti-air by Aja Kong.
Leave your feet voluntarily, sometimes you pay the price. Aja Kong had this whole thing figured out, I gotta believe. Oh my God, what a suplex.
Back, drop, driver. 1, 2, no! RIHO kicks out.
I'm not so sure that Aja just doesn't want to continue this.
I think she wants to kill
I think
RIHO.
she's having fun punishing people.
Oh!
Missed the elbow though.
The Animal Hamaguchi style elbow. And now, Hikaru Shida tags in. She's the fresh woman in this match. Going for the brainbuster. Aja, though, that wide vertical base, the strength advantage. Shida, step up Enziguri.
She's a very strong woman, very athletic, and she's very impressive. Got shot on the outside there, though.
Emi Sakura with the veteran trick. And now Aja with the can in her hand. Whoa.
A can in her
Shida.
hand. And she got a kendo stick.
Shida levels the playing field.
Let's play.
By the way, Shida, studied kendo, a traditional Japanese martial arts that descended from swordsmanship. Not helping her in that situation.
And Aja studied can. Metal can.
Aja Kong saying, "Si se puede." Yes, we can. Scrambling the brakes of Hikaru Shida. Emi Sakura.
Great crowd. They're getting into it again.
Great crowd.
She will rock you. Diving body press across the body.
That's backbreaker. Strong, physical. The physicality, the strength now starting to take over in this matchup.
Shida breaks free of her mentor's grip, but Emi Sakura laying in some heavy leather of her own.
Yes, you gotta like this. Step up and get you some.
And JR, we are having a Donnybrook breakout here in the center of the ring. This is serious.
The MGM Grand Garden Arena has hosted 40 UFC shows, okay? I don't know. Some of those matches aren't as hard-hitting as what we're seeing right now.
Rising knee strike followed up by the knees from RIHO. Shida up on the top. Bringing Emi Sakura in the hard way.
A lot of strength and power.
And Mizunami up on the top rope. Guillotine leg drop.
The leg drop, the cover.
Hikaru Shida covers. No! Yuka Sakazaki comes off the top to break things up.
And she pays for it.
Jumping knee strike from RIHO. Aja Kong lights her up with the right hand.
I have no idea who's legal. It doesn't matter. Double suplex. Two women being suplexed by one giant, legendary figure in Aja Kong.
And now the magical girl up to the top, diving down, taking down Mizunami and RIHO.
You could take it a big chance.
Brainbuster.
Brainbuster planting Shida on the crown of her head. Now Emi Sakura and Aja Kong have ill intentions for Hikaru Shida.
All the way up.
Diving, rounding body press, 1, 2, no! Shida
Lord.
kicks out.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding.
It's only a 2 count. Aubrey Edwards indicating it's a 2 count. A little bit of confusion here. She needs to keep the focus on Shida. Aubrey Edwards has not ended this match.
Don't give her any time to regroup, if you will. But that was a close one. Nonetheless, the match continues. Referee's decision is final.
Butterfly.
So get over it.
By Emi Sakura. Hikaru Shida
Waist lock.
goes out from
Exchange
underneath.
it. Hair pull. Got the
She's
advantage of the
another
hair
for the
pull.
one again. The hold again.
My God.
The lightning strike. Diving body press. Takes down Aja.
Aja Kong rolls to the outside.
Oh,
Running knee. Tremendous impact.
2, 3.
It's over.
Now it's over.
Hikaru Shida picks up a victory over her mentor, her teacher, Emi Sakura.
The winners of this match, the team of Ryo Mizunami, and Hikaru Shida.
Standing ovation from the crowd. You can't blame them. That was unbelievable. Loving me some Joshi here in All Elite Wrestling.
What a debut here in AEW for these 6 women. They have put on a tremendous performance. The sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena. Very much appreciative of the efforts. But right now, Hikaru Shida, Ryo Mizunami, and RIHO, your winners here tonight at Double or Nothing. And we'll take another look at some of the action from this match. That tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And that step-up hurricanrana from Yuka Sakazaki. The action was almost too fast to call, JR.
Certainly was a fast-paced, unpredictable, great effort again here at AEW's first ever pay-per-view event, Double or Nothing.
Trending worldwide, hashtag AEW-DON.
And this is just really, we're not even halfway through almost. I mean, this is an incredible start for All Elite Wrestling. Thank you, fans, for buying on pay-per-view. Thank you for helping us trend.
This is a three-ring match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Shingawa City, Japan, RIHO.
And at Double or Nothing, RIHO was on the winning team in that 6-women tag team match. Herself, Ryo Mizunami, and Hikaru Shida were victorious over the team of Aja Kong, Emi Sakura, and one of the women that she will be facing here later on, Yuka Sakazaki. RIHO, of course, Kenny Omega's favorite intergender tag team wrestling partner. Will she get off to a hot start here in the singles division for All Elite Wrestling remains to be seen.
It's hard to believe that these combatants are so petite, for lack of a better word. Of course, I'm partial to these young women. I got 2 daughters. Everybody looks like a daughter or a granddaughter or something, you know. Except, well, some may be an exception to the rule.
Well, this is going to be a challenge without a doubt for RIHO, as well as her other opponent, because here comes Nyla Rose.
Introducing next from Washington, D.C., the native beast, Nyla Rose.
The Golden Boy, of course, works on the Titan Games. My great friend Dwayne Johnson. And how do you think this young lady would fare on that competition?
I don't think she'd have a problem, to be honest with you. Lots of strong women on that show, but Nyla Rose as well. Another strong woman that clearly has her eyes set on dominating this division.
And I would suggest, Excalibur, that she would be our favorite to win this match.
Oh, definitely. Size, power, everything is in her favor. And Nyla Rose wants to make a huge impression here, but she has 2 tough and experienced competitors also to factor in this match. The magical girl herself, she won over the hearts of the crowd in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand and worldwide at Double or Nothing, Yuka Sakazaki.
And from Southtown, Yuka Sakazaki.
Yuka Sakazaki is a ball of energy.
Yeah.
Constantly with a smile on her face.
Always smiling. I was going to say that. She smiled all day today. You got to wonder sometimes if a woman smiles too much. What's she been up to?
Yeah, but hey, it ain't going to be smiles in this matchup because these 3 women are about to throw down in the ring, JR. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Every lady for herself. It's not a handicap match, by the way.
Well, you mentioned Nyla Rose and her size advantage. She thought that she was going to be the biggest woman in the division here in All Elite Wrestling until at Double or Nothing, Brandy Rhodes had an awesome surprise.
Yeah, awesome calm. That was a moment. That was one of the many amazing moments that we all experienced in Las Vegas.
And RIHO and Yuka Sakazaki, of course, know each other well, not just because they're Japanese, but because they have competed against each other many times before. But Nyla Rose also very familiar because of her experience in Japan.
This one could be over really quick, folks. So don't go make a sandwich right now.
Nyla Rose charging in on both RIHO and Yuka.
Nyla got a little overzealous. Hey, these 2 young ladies, obviously smaller, got to use their quickness, their speed to any advantage that they can create, and hope maybe that Nyla makes a mistake.
Oh, just putting on the brakes in the center of the ring.
Nyla Rose in full control of this matchup, and you're right, JR, they got to use their speed. This is a different kind of matchup for Rose.
Double drop kick.
And they are cooperating, but how long will that last? As they're now trying to bring Nyla over. Nyla! Though just those powerful tree trunk legs.
That was Excalibur saying he had tree trunk legs, Nyla, not JR. or the Golden
not Golden Boy, not Golden Boy either.
We're good. We're good, Your Honor.
I may live to regret that.
I rest my case. Wow, look at the power. This is she's just powerful and boom.
Diving splash. Oh, bridge escape.
Nice. And fans appreciating that athleticism by Yuka and Riho.
It's basically been a 2v1 match at this point in time.
Been a handicap match, even though that's not the case. It'll be interesting to see when the cooperation ends.
Good luck here, ladies. Oh. Powerful woman. And we could very easily be looking at the one who's going to dominate this whole division.
That's what we thought when Double or Nothing came along, and that matchup, while it was not going in her favor necessarily, I think Nyla Rose certainly is feeling like she's like one of the favorites in this one to really dominate it.
Yeah, she proved at Double or Nothing that she could stand toe-to-toe with Awesome Kong.
A double camel clutch.
Oh, no.
She's looking to submit both of her opponents simultaneously.
And the fans not appreciative of the fact that Nyla being a little bit of a bully in their view.
You don't get bonus points if you submit both of them.
No. There's no more cheese on your Whopper at the end of the night in that envelope.
Well, interestingly enough, only one of them needed to get to the rope for her to actually break that hold. They all were using they had four legs, 4 arms there to be able to get on out of there. So actually worked out well.
Referee Aubrey Edwards doing a nice job officiating this matchup.
Yeah, keeping an eye on action, making sure everything is legal. And now standing bear hug there by Nyla Rose.
She's good because we're not paying attention to her. She's kind of blending in, which is exactly what most officials should or want to do.
Nyla Rose has just dominated both opponents through the duration of this match. Textbook suplex.
And she's strong. She's got some snap when she delivers a suplex, for example. Right now she's in the driver's seat, obviously, as we thought it would be.
Yuka Sakazaki just thrown out to Riho. Aubrey Edwards very nearly made the pinfall there. Great awareness by Aubrey. I'm not sure Nyla Rose even considered that could end in a pinfall.
This is certainly not going to look good here for Yuka Sakazaki, who actually gets on out of it.
She floats over the back, ducks the lariat attempt. Now comes up, step up, work on Rana. Takes Nyla Rose down and to the outside.
That was an amazing that she was able to get Nyla Rose off her feet in that predicament. A lot of balance, a lot of momentum. Yuka, you're hearing the chant. Is a star being born?
The magical girl looking to fly.
Stepping up to the top. Shaky knees, but she comes down hard on both Nyla Rose and Riho.
And you have to think the amount of energy that exerted. This entire match has been Nyla Rose in the driver's seat, in full control.
And Yuka doing the smart thing, rolling Riho into the ring. Yeah. A woman who has endured just as much punishment as she is. And she knows how depleted Riho is.
And she's a woman that's not Nyla Rose.
Maybe looking to go for the magical girl splash here. No. Drop kick.
Beautiful drop kick. Missile drop kick off the top. There's a cover. Hook far leg and a near fall. Or so says our referee.
Aubrey Edwards right there on the spot. Keeping a close eye on the action.
Wow.
But Riho with that elbow strike to the jaw. These women exchanging shots center of the ring.
Great follow. Look at the follow through. Both of them got the follow through.
Boxing elbows there from Yuka Sakazaki. Discus lariat attempt. Riho comes through.
Counter. Nice. Head scissor takeover. Good counter.
The Tiaras takes down Yuka Sakazaki. Dropkick avoided by Yuka though. Yuka charging in, dropkick of her own. Riho hits the ropes. Dropkick attempted. But
I'd say you ladies need to increase this sense of urgency because, well, never mind. It may be too late.
Nyla Rose comes in, jumping knee strike. Barely knocking Nyla back. Drop toe hold. Sets up. Nyla Rose on the ropes. Riho coming in. Oh, the 619. The Tiger feint kick.
Look at Yuka Sakazaki up at the top rope.
Yuka coming off.
The 619 really caught Nyla Rose in the face, and now these high risks, high momentum. shots off the top. Oh.
Now Yuka with Nyla Rose effectively neutralized. Oh, RIHO went for the Cazadora, didn't catch all of it. Oh,
man.
But instead capitalized on the momentary disorientation of Yuka with that stop to the midsection.
When in doubt, stomp it out.
You got to agree that these ladies are doing the right thing, trying to beat the other, because beating the massive Nyla Rose just not working out for her.
Running lariat to the seated opponent, but Nyla Rose right there to break up the pinfall attempt.
Like it was
just a single arm shove.
Like she was moving a stuffed animal off her bed.
Yeah, maybe moving like the pillows around or something.
Exactly. Or concrete blocks.
That too.
Yuka Sakazaki, not a lot of mustard on those shots. Nyla Rose takes her down with one.
The thing about Nyla in this situation where she's going to fight most women that are much smaller than her, she can't become complacent. She has got to maintain some sort of killer attitude and focus. But you can see where she can become a little bit lax.
That's right. You gotta keep your eye on the prize the entire time. If you want to dominate this division, no one is gonna let you rest for a moment. And Yuka Sakazaki making her pay for that one. Goes in for it, but Nyla Rose.
What a catch.
Catches her when she flies through. Oh, man.
Just planning Yuka.
That should do it.
Two. No, Yuka kicks out.
A very lax cover.
And that's the complacency she needs to avoid.
Exactly. It will not do her any favors.
Yuka Sakazaki fighting from underneath in more ways than one, as Nyla Rose has her in the front chancery, center of the ring. RIHO trying to crawl her way up, but right now.
Strength, this power. Blood rushing to the brain. There's the vertical suplex with ease. And it doesn't look like Nyla's going to be able to capitalize on that devastating maneuver.
No, Yuka did a very smart thing. She rolled out of harm's way. She rolled out of the way for a pinning predicament. Oh, splash in the corner.
That's the old Vader bomb.
And
this isn't looking good for RIHO.
Perhaps another vertical suplex. Oh, just hanging her out to dry on the top strand.
Top rope's got company. Now what's Nyla thinking? Surely she's not thinking about going.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, dear.
There's no reason for this. Oh, look at the agility. Wow.
Oh, no.
That's pretty damn amazing.
She is going to...
Oh! It looks like a guillotine. Brutal.
That's an animalistic, simply careless, reckless, uncaring maneuver.
And now she's not going for a cover. The complacency.
This is not good. In this situation, you want to see Nyla Rose just go for the cover, end this matchup. I mean, RIHO, the punishment that she has endured. Let's not forget about Yuka Sakazaki. This matchup, Nyla Rose, it's been her this entire time.
This is uncalled for. More importantly for the athlete, it's unnecessary.
Oh, no. Yuka up. Inadvertently saving RIHO.
And those shots to the face of Yuka. Down she goes. Almost took out a cameraman.
Now Nyla Rose up to the top. RIHO.
Oh, no.
She is going to be flattened.
Oh, the senton miss. Nobody there. And all that force and that power, that impact created by Nyla Rose on her own body.
And now RIHO's looking to do something here to turn the tides of this matchup, gentlemen. She going from high risk.
She is looking to capitalize. Nyla Rose very slow, very unsteady on her feet as RIHO off the top, diving body press, caught by Nyla.
Caught him midair, what a fair catch.
But look at Yuka.
Yuka, the magical girl.
Oh my God.
Oh my word.
Look at the strength and the power. It's intimidating.
Oh, look at one.
Shoulder down.
No.
Oh, 2 count.
Both of her opponents covering her. I'm not sure who would have scored the victory there. This is not an elimination match. It's first to a finish. And we heard Justin Roberts give the 10 minutes remaining call. Yuka Sakazaki eats a knee to the crown of the head. RIHO coming through the tiaras, lands on her feet. Yuka transitions back into a snap suplex.
Nice exchanges, good counters. fundamentally sound by both young ladies. Excellent athletes.
One has to wonder, though, are they gassed right now?
Here it is. She's setting up the magical girl splash. Yuka Sakazaki flying high.
Knees up. Knees up by Riho. Rio's been in the business 22 years, or 13 years. She's only 22 years of age.
Oh, release German suplex.
Wow.
Riho, as you mentioned, started wrestling at 9 years of age.
She's had such a career as well.
But that's experience that she has learned from a very young age. But right now, Nyla Rose dominating on brute force alone. Beast. Bomb. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Riho. Driving knee.
Right in the
Yuka
face.
on 2. No.
Riho kicks off.
She broke up both pinning predicaments.
Yeah, Yuka got kicked off the cover. Now we're back to where we started. And as long as there's life and movement in Nyla Rose, I got to say these two other ladies are in trouble, big trouble.
Riho charging in, that leaping knee strike, catching Nyla Rose on the point of the jaw. Oh, fireman's carry. Death Valley Driver.
But Nyla Rose doesn't have the energy or the stamina right now to make the cover.
Yeah, I think her bell was rung pretty badly by that running knee strike.
Arm over, not much, and not enough.
And even the kick out as well. I mean, that was just both the cover and the kick out. You can tell that these two women, Yuka Sakazaki as well, just gassed here. What a marathon this has been.
This has been an absolute slugfest. Unfortunately for Riho, she has been on the receiving end more often than not.
Yeah, but she has also shown great resilience. I've been impressed with that. Great resilience by both these smaller competitors.
Nyla Rose looking for another beast bomb. Riho rolls
look.
through. Oh, she's got the leg captured.
Yes! Hey! Are you kidding me?
The winner of this match,
Riho just negotiated a pin and caught the proverbial quick one over Nyla Rose.
She's stunned.
Can't, my God, believe it.
She's stunned. I mean, I think everyone in here at the Ocean Center is stunned.
She absolutely stole it. And look at Nyla Rose. The realization sinking in. What an opportunity was just squandered by Nyla Rose.
With a worldwide audience looking on, Nyla Rose. Oh! Nyla Rose had a chance to make a huge impact. And not after the match. And not with a cheap shot to boot.
Oh, she's setting up Riho perhaps for another beast bomb. Yuka, though,
Trying to make the save and does.
double drop kick, takes Nyla out and sends her scampering. But Riho, your winner here, a huge victory for her. And Nyla Rose needs to think long and hard about all the opportunities she had to win this match and what she
was. Riho who scored the big pin over Nyla Rose in a matchup that was honestly so not in her favor. And yet somehow, some way, through sheer grit, she managed to get the better of the native beast. And now she's looking to have a rematch yet again, if that's the case. But Shida's as hard hitting as they come. Riho's got to be careful.
Now Riho takes the waist lock, as does Hikaru Shida. Shida brings her up, pulls her into a front chancery. Riho rolls out, takes a front chancery of her own.
Riho's got to use her speed and quickness or it's over. She's 98 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. That's not hard to figure that one
Shoulder
out.
tackle, yeah, and Shida using her size advantage.
Yes, tackles are impressive. They work. Body slams.
Went for the arm drag.
Lock
Shida.
the arm drag.
You called it, JR. You said you had to watch out for that, but there's the speed and quickness from Riho just rolling out of there.
Went for that body press, but Hikaru Shida catches her into the backbreaker. Lateral press. 2 count. Riho bridging up to her feet. Charging into the ropes. Dropkick takes Hikaru Shida off of her feet.
Crowd enjoying the athleticism and the competitive nature of this matchup. The thing about these ladies, they start so young that the wrestling becomes their life. Really becomes their life, and they're so fundamentally sound. These ladies have got years ahead of them, and they're already good. So they're just getting better here with this competition.
Leaping knee strike, and you're exactly right, JR. Riho's life has been pro wrestling. That's actually how Kenny Omega met her, competing in DDT years and years ago. Riho, as we like to mention, always Kenny Omega's preferred intergender tag team partner. But Hikaru Shida with that knee lift.
Shades of the great wrestling 2, Johnny Walker, with that running knee lift.
Anything but the four fingers.
She probably doesn't have a damn clue who Johnny Walker is, but nonetheless, he was a pretty damn good one.
Well, the interesting thing about Hikaru Shida is that not only is she an extremely talented professional wrestler, she's also a singer and stage actress in Japan, but she is uprooting her life, moving to the United States.
Cover here.
A 2 count there from referee Paul Turner. And Hikaru Shida just stomping the kidneys there of Riho. But Shida, as I mentioned, uprooting her life, moving to the United States this October, having her farewell appearance in Japan. What a farewell it would be to come back to Japan as the reigning defending AEW Women's World Champion.
I love the spirit of Riho. Here we go. Oh, one of these 2 women will be the champion, the first ever. There's a title belt.
That's what these 2 women are fighting for. They're fighting for a chance at Nyla Rose, fighting for a chance to be crowned the first ever. Oh, look at this. Boston Crab just arching back.
Yeah, that is just dreadful to see, right? Pulling on the legs, pulling the back. Ugh, that hurts.
It is, but the thing about it being 98 pounds,
single leg crab.
She's got a little bit more flexibility than someone larger. That's the only salvation I can think of in this predicament. Because the longer that Riho sits in this hold and she's being punished, the chance of her winning decrease by the second.
Yeah, stretching out those ligaments of the knees. You're exactly right, Golden Boy. It inhibits her mobility, her speed, and her agility, her 2 greatest assets.
When you factor that into the fact that Shida not only has the speed, but also has that strength advantage over Riho, the match quickly turns in her favor.
Nyla Rose is the lady that won the Battle Royal, and she will be in her hometown, the biggest match of her life against one of these 2 women.
Oh, look at
and
this.
Somebody will
hanging backbreaker.
Somebody will leave DC as the first champion.
Look at the grotesque angle as Riho is bent over the back, or over the shoulder of Hikaru Shida.
This should be a matter of time.
Well, that's what we thought when she was facing Nyla Rose, but Riho proved that she's going to be resilient, but maybe, I mean, oh, look at this, yeah.
She got jerked around like a rag doll.
And the
shoulders are down.
Oh, she bridged out of it.
She squirted out of that pretty tentatively.
Great heart, great fight left in Riho.
Credit to Shida, though, the way that she just put all of her body weight right onto the chest of Riho, not allowing her to breathe. So it took that much more energy for her to get out of that pin.
And as I mentioned earlier, both of these women, students of Emi Sakura, they met many times in singles competition in Ice Ribbon, but they have not. Oh, look at this! The tiaras sending Hikaru Shida for a loop. Riho has a window of opportunity. They have not had a singles match in a number of years. So this is a meeting years in the making as Shida spills over the top rope. Riho low bridges her.
And Riho thinking, I got to end this now with something big. What's the biggest thing I can do?
Oh, but Hikaru Shida up to her feet. Thinking, oh no.
Uh-oh. Right onto the outside.
Oh no.
That could be it.
Yeah, really
Riho's holding on with everything she has. She knows that if she gets put into that predicament, it could be a wrap.
That elbow strike knocking Shida down. And now Riho diving foot stomps. Driving all 98 pounds of her body weight into the midsection of Hikaru Shida, and Shida just being driven into that ring apron.
The little lady is full of fight, ladies and gentlemen, no doubt about it. But can she overcome that size disadvantage to beat a very talented opponent?
This is going to be the constant problem that Riho faces in AEW. Pretty much a majority of the locker room is going to have that size and weight advantage.
Body press.
Cross body.
No! 2 count is Shida able to kick out.
So Rio's going to have to get very crafty if she wants to keep her winning ways in AEW.
Oh, peppering her with that elbow.
Wow.
swing.
Yeah, big
by
time.
Shida. Oh!
But she didn't duck that one.
Now Shida hits the ropes, charging into Riho. Drop toe hold.
What's the area code in Tokyo?
I think it's going to be
No, not
Blocked.
today.
Blocked.
That's the experience these two women have against one another. And now Shida looking for the stretch muffler, trying to pull her.
The referee's got to break the hold. She was in the ropes.
And now
There's got to be separation.
pulling her in, but she doesn't have that knee flexed over. Oh, there it is. Just wrenching down on that knee.
But she's very close to the ropes. She's got to push herself, pull herself more so. That stretch
Pulling her
muffler.
center. Riho, though, rolls her up. 1, 2, oh!
My God, I got to think that's going to be a big upset. I really do.
She had a very high stack on that roll-up. Riho flips through. Shida hits the ropes. Riho a step quicker. Cazadora rolls her up again. Stop!
Hey, the little woman is doing some business here.
Oh, rising knee strike. Catching her under the jaw. Rising up, causing her teeth to chatter.
But the thing about this deal is the fact that what chance do either of them have, realistically, against Nyla Rose? If they're going to be the underdog. I don't give a damn who wins this match. Because they're both talented, but Nyla Rose is really extraordinary, as we saw tonight.
That's a good point, JR. But remember, Riho did manage to defeat Nyla Rose. She was the one who was pinned at Fyter Fest. And Shida, well, Shida has all the capability in the world to be able to upset someone like Nyla Rose. I know you said, they're so talented, but let's not forget, we shouldn't underestimate these two incredible wrestlers.
Oh, I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination. You're talking about a 200-something pounder against a 98-pounder. You do that math.
Shida looking for a brain buster, but Riho kicking her feet. Shida, though, what strength. She's holding her all up and just deadlifts her back up and over the top.
Outpowered, more mass, more strength.
Golden Boy, you mentioned Riho defeating Nyla Rose in that three-way match, but blocks the knee strike, does Riho.
Smart, but get that one done.
Now Shida hits the ropes, another block, but that time Shida powers through it. 1, 2. No, Riho kicks out.
She kneed her right through the guard. Unfeathered.
But Golden Boy, that pin that Riho scored over Nyla Rose, it was a surprise pin. I don't think Nyla gets caught sleeping twice.
That's true. And Nyla Rose is looking at this matchup with intent. She is studying each and every moment because she knows that she's going to have to deal with this speed. That's the worst part about it, because Nyla Rose, she's going to have that strength, but she won't be able to have that speed advantage over these two women. And because of that, you have to look at every single moment and you have to break it down. And that is certainly what Nyla Rose is going to be doing, because she is one step closer for being the champion.
Riho flips behind. Inside cradle, hook of the leg, 1, 2. No, Shida reverses.
Reverse with power and strength.
Hangs on.
And look at this.
Again.
Extraordinary strength and power.
Sets her out on the apron. Step up, Enziguri.
Wow, right in the temple.
Knocking her down to the apron. And now Hikaru Shida pulling a very dazed Riho, trying to pull her up to her feet. And now maybe looking to bring her in the hardest way possible.
Welcome back to the ring, Riho.
Leg hooked, shoulders down.
Oh! Riho able to get the shoulder up. Shida thought she had it.
She should have had it. She should have had it. But a lax cover didn't get it done. That's all that's boiled down to that.
It's almost like she put too much leverage on the shoulder by pulling that leg back.
Not concentrating. We saw that poor Kenny Omega tonight. Had a hell of a match, but his head wasn't in it. I don't know that now this Riho's just held on. That lady maybe think, cannot beat her. And she does not. She's had the advantage. I don't get the finish here.
I think Riho just so tenacious. She's got so much heart, so much fighting spirit.
Oh, I love that.
But look at this Shida. Nope. Versus into the Northern Lights suplex.
She got underneath.
Use that low fulcrum.
Yep.
In using that Northern Lights, one of her signature moves.
Nice balance. Good leverage, more importantly, by this young lady who's got a heart that's bigger than her weight. That's for sure. I mean, that's kind of hard to believe. Figurative speech, folks. Come on. Help a brother out.
But the longer that this match goes, Riho has proven time and time again that she is so resilient in that ring. Shida needs to be careful. Holding on.
She swept out the legs of Shida.
Open opportunity here.
Good Lord. Good Lord, what impact and resilience.
Just a javelin through the chest of Hikaru Shida.
She's gone back to the well on that one time and time again. And each moment that she does, she takes advantage of the knees.
Double knees. 1, 2.
Ankles hook.
Hikaru Shida kicks out.
And we don't want to kill this point, but a little more body weight for the 98-pounder. She just don't have it.
She has to be intelligent about how she positions her body weight.
Exactly. And that was just instinctive, and she just wasn't big enough to close the deal on that exchange. But that's not over.
Now look for the diving foot stomps. Shida, though, rolls through. Riho, though, knees to the back of the head. Shida on roller skates. Riho hits the ropes, comes charging in.
Man,
Look at that Ponze. Now up on the shoulders. Got her Shida into the backbreaker.
Backbreaker, cover. The bait one, but what?
No! Riho again kicks out.
And she had body on body. The leg was neutralized, and the little lady still kicks out. You got to hand to Riho for, God dang, for her courage.
That's right. But the way that her back bend on that one looked very painful.
Oh, look at this, Riho. Counters 1, 2. No! Shida able to kick out once again. Riho goes under. This is how she beat Nyla Rose, but Shida had it scouted. Oh, the knee strike. No! Countered once again by Riho. Riho charging in, ducks under the lariat attempt. Crucifix goes around into a pin. High stack. 1, 2.
Shoulders.
3. That's it.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Riho.
Again.
Winner of this match, Riho.
She did it again. Overcoming the odds is Riho. And October 2nd, Washington, D.C. The native beast, Nyla Rose, will take on Riho to crown the first ever AEW Women's World Champion.
This contest, set for one fall with no time limit, is to determine the first ever All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion. Introducing first, the native beast, Nyla Rose. And her opponent, from Shingawa City, Japan, RIHO.
Long odds for Riho size-wise, but you can't measure someone's heart by their inches and their pounds.
Well, I think she's got two things going for her here. I think number one, that she has trained with Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has helped her prepare for this match. You can't discount that. That's number one. And number two, Nyla Rose is wrestling in her hometown. She was born in Washington. She grew up in Northern Virginia. And I do know from talking to her, she's very nervous about this day coming in. She feels a lot of pressure.
Well, you can't throw out experience either. Riho nearly doubles Nyla with years of experience at 13 years.
Yeah, but Riho only 22 years of age, and we see Nyla's strength already on display as she was just able to shove Riho off as Riho peppers her with those elbow strikes.
So if you're doing your math at home, Riho started wrestling professionally at the age of 9.
9. Isn't that amazing?
Figure that out, kids.
Riho coming in with that drop kick, a second drop kick. And we mentioned that Riho does have a victory. It was in a three-way match over Nyla Rose, a victory over Nyla Rose. And Riho was the woman that pinned her. But Yuka Sakazaki was also in that match. That was Riho with the head scissors. Takes down Nyla Rose. It'll be interesting to see if Yuka was the X factor for Riho coming away with the victory. Shoulder tackle there.
The thing you won't want if you're a fan of Riho is to let this match slow down. She's got to keep a pace that keeps the bigger opponent moving around.
Right.
You know, my sheet says that Nyla Rose weighs 185. Yeah,
lateral press, but Riho bridging up out of it.
And I'm 3 feet 4. Come on. She's 200 pounds and she's an ounce.
And Riho with those stomps to the kidneys. Coming up. Whoa, double stomping. Nyla just shoves it off.
Nyla didn't know how strong she is. As Dr. Becker mentioned earlier, the experience advantage that RIHO has is significant, but how good will Nyla Rose end up being when she gets all that experience behind her, that size? She's something, Dr. Baker, you can't really practice against, can you? There's not too many people like her to work out with, right?
I guess you're right, JR.
And Britt, you've been in the ring with both of these women here in All Elite Wrestling. Do you have any insights that you can offer, any game plan suggestions?
This ain't good.
RIHO is one of the fastest competitors I've ever seen in a ring. With that being said, we're talking about the obvious size advantage we have here.
Doesn't matter how fast you are when the beast is laying on you like that. Speed does not come into play.
She is a beast.
Folks, you see there on the screen, we're going to be in Nashville. Tickets on sale now, AEWTix.com. Great wrestling city, Nashville Municipal Auditorium, so we're going to be.
Legendary Municipal
I'm
Auditorium.
going to try to eat my weight in Hattie B's hot chicken. It'll be a great trip.
And look at Nyla just cranking back on RIHO as she's making that long crawl, having to carry her own body weight and all of Nyla Rose. And Nyla grabbing the hands.
This is exhausting. This is exhausting for RIHO, carrying all that weight and then straining to get to the rope so the referee can call for a very timely break.
And senior official Paul Turner there with the eyes on the action.
Britt, this gives you a good opportunity to scout both these women.
It sure
Take
does.
a good look at what they do well, what they don't do so well, in your opinion.
Well, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's study, whether it be my books or an opponent. So all eyes are on the ring right now.
And look at this, RIHO was kicking her legs and she changed her positioning enough to escape behind Nyla, but Nyla with a back elbow.
And that could be inexperience right there from Nyla Rose, Tony, because she shouldn't have lost control of that particular situation.
But on the other hand, JR, RIHO needs to stay away from her.
Yeah.
Stay out of her grasp. It's easier said than done.
And quicken the pace, move it.
Quicken the pace,
Don't
right.
let it slow down and let the bigger woman dictate the pace here. That's what we're seeing.
Oh, running knee strike there from RIHO.
It's a mistake.
They got that from Kenny Omega, I can tell you.
A second one sends Nyla spilling to the outside.
Her own momentum got her out there. Now let's see if the count can work in RIHO's favor. She can win this thing by count out, I'm assuming. It's a decision.
And RIHO heading up to the top. Nyla doesn't see her. RIHO up to the top. And as soon as Nyla turns around.
Oh, no.
What a fair catch.
You do not want to be here.
Yeah, the mistake she made was letting her get up. Once Nyla Rose got up, she was able to catch her. She should have stayed down. And
Great backbreaker. Right down the alley of where, look at this, caught.
And this could be the difference maker between RIHO becoming the first ever AEW Women's World Champion. Oh, Nyla.
This is, absolutely don't need this, Rick. Just unarm her.
I'm not surprised.
Unarm her.
Nyla
There you go, Rick. Good job.
risking disqualification. But RIHO fires up with some shots to the face.
I'm not sure it means anything.
it doesn't. She doesn't want to do that.
And nobody can win or lose on the outside. You're both out there, you're in trouble. And let's just say, she's not being manhandled, she's being woman-handled. Here's RIHO at the hands of Nyla Rose.
RIHO being sent into the barricade. Nyla takes a glance at the World Championship title, but now again going underneath the ring. On multiple chairs.
All right, I'm sure security in the back can see these issues as well.
Yeah, I mean, there is the referee's discretion, but this would be a very obvious disqualification for Paul Turner if Nyla were to strike her with the chair.
Well, Nyla Rose is seemingly, I might be wrong, lost her focus. Now, the stack of chairs topped with a RIHO on top. And now here's this, well, that thing a 200-pounder up on the apron.
No!
Oh my God! The spine first on the steel chairs. Good Lord!
Nyla going for that cannonball senton, but RIHO able to evade, and now RIHO up on the apron.
Doors open, RIHO. Stomp! The double stomp right to the abdomen.
like a bolt of lightning from the sky.
Now's her opportunity. She needs to take advantage of it right here. Get her back in the ring.
You see
this. Spine first, popping those chairs.
Riho, pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
Riho ascending to the top rope.
What's next?
Stop to the spine. Riho covers with the leg.
Can it won't be enough? No! It's not enough. It's not enough, but it was a damn sure a strong near fall.
She really seems frustrated here, Britt. And she's got to put that frustration away.
Folks, we got a commercial break coming up momentarily. And we'll keep you picture in picture here with the action here in the ring.
Yeah, there is no time limit to this match, so while we are in break, we'll keep an eye on the action as Riho wrenching on Nyla Rose.
Riho looking for a submission win in the first ever AEW Women's Championship matchup. Here in our inaugural voyage, Season 1, Episode 1, here on TNT.
And Britt, you felt those running knee strikes from Riho. Oh, look.
Is she really going to try to lift her up?
She does use that Northern Light suplex, and Riho.
But they add on again.
Riho capitalizing on using every ounce of her body weight with all of her offensive moves.
Wild swing on the lariat. Riho with the crucifix, but Nyla able to carry her weight.
Nyla still in control with a mortified Samoan drop. Out of the crucifix, driving the air out of Riho. And now going for the cover. Here we are.
No.
Well, that small left shoulder just barely got off the canvas.
It's amazing she is still in this. She's almost like a rag doll right now after that crucifix drop. And they're chanting her name here.
Riho being hung out to dry on the top rope. The knee strike from Nyla. We saw her use the diving knee drop when her opponent's strung up on the top strand, and it looks...
No, this is ill-advised.
Oh, no. We've seen this before.
If Nyla Rose hits this, we're just... Good Lord! A knee to the spine, hanging on the ropes. The cover! The cover! No! How did she do it? How did Riho kick out? You said you can't weigh a heart. You can't weigh passion. It's not going to come in pounds and inches.
Nyla with the STF.
Can Riho withstand this pressure? Can she withstand this submission maneuver?
Look how far away she is from the ropes here.
That's a long way.
It is. She was reaching out, but she knows she can't get there, and she's not giving up.
Riho only 5 feet 2 inches tall, so this is like walking a mile while lugging a boulder for her.
After that boulder just landed on your neck.
That's right.
And you can see Nyla with the grip tighten underneath the chin of Riho, wrenching back.
And we're back live here, ladies and gentlemen, here on TNT. The AEW Women's Championship matchup in progress. One fall, no time limit. Oh, Riho, give her an A for effort. She tried to elevate Nyla Rose. She tried, but it was...
But her body just collapsed.
Yeah. And now Nyla laughing, making fun of her smaller adversary in this huge matchup.
Yeah, no shortage of spirit, of pluck, moxie, or grit from Riho, but Nyla Rose just with a distinct, overwhelming advantage.
Yeah, basically she's taking an ass kicking and she keeps coming back.
Pretty much.
It's amazing.
Rio's making she's making a fan out of me, I can tell you that, because you love the fighting spirit of this young woman. Boy, this power is just hard to overcome.
Riho fights her way out of the powerbomb, goes underneath, rolls through, has the leg captured. 1, 2, 3, 2, only a 2 count.
Come on. Are you sure?
Fans are sure that it was a 3.
I'm sure that was a close line.
And Nyla doing a great job keeping her focus, not getting distracted by the near fall. Death Valley driver. Hook at the leg. 1, 2. No!
But I must feel it because there was no weight over the shoulders. The pin was not executed. And Nyla Rose may look back at this match and say, there's where I screwed up.
Right, she just lifted the right shoulder easily up.
It's the little things like that at the end of the match.
Fundamentals. Fundamentals, right?
That's right.
Well, the fans are really into this one, and we're going to be impressed regardless of who wins this. We have been impressed with both these ladies.
Yeah, they've had a hell of a match.
Yes, they have.
Back and forth, give and take. No quit.
Nyla unsteady though on that top rope. I think the punishment she's endured, maybe those double stomps from Riho.
Look at that, you hear the flash on flash there. And the little lady's doing all she can to make a dent in this monster.
She's in the grass with the... Oh, no!
Avalanche, Northern Lights suplex!
How in the hell did that happen? The cover, no! And a near fall. Another near fall, my God.
Nyla with the capacity to kick out, but Riho sizes her up, running knee strike. No, Nyla evades. Off the back.
Stayed right on it, did.
Got her.
Yeah, that was good. Focus maintained by Riho.
Double knees to the face. She hooks the leg.
Can she hold it? Can she hold it? It's over. It's over. Rio's the champion. Riho has beaten Nyla Rose to become the first ever AEW Women's Champion.
The winner of this match and All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion, Riho.
Student aspect of Emi Sakura and Riho.
Well, Sakura has 24 years experience in the ring, and that may be the factor in this match.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
She's probably not going to make too many mistakes.
That's right.
We'll see how it all plays out. That's why they have the matches here. The bell just sounded. We're underway. 1 fall 20.
Referee Aubrey Edwards drawing the duties.
Yeah, she's so good. Done such a good job. Of course, Brits in Pittsburgh, we're going to be there. Coming up very soon, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
October 23rd.
Peterson Event Center. That's right. That's where the Pitt Panthers play. That's where we're going to be. And tickets are on sale at AEWTix.com.
Looking forward to go to Pittsburgh. I will have a Fermentis Brother sandwich. Thank you very much.
Oh! Emi Sakura very well acquainted with Riho's offense.
Not working by the hour, and Riho skates in a very athletic and flexible way.
And JR, what a star-making performance for Riho it was in Washington, D.C. last week on Dynamite.
Yeah, she made me a believer. I'll tell you, I thought that all along that Riho was just too small to beat Miss Rose.
Yeah, Nyla Rose making some unforced errors.
Yeah, she did, and I didn't see that coming. But this young woman's resilience, folks, as you watch her, you'll fall in love with her heart. But that might not be enough tonight.
Dr. Britt Baker giving Emi Sakura a mouthful as B. Priestley.
I saw what you did there, dentist. You see that, Tony?
Yes, absolutely.
Nothing gets by you, JR.
I think that if anyone underestimated, like Nyla Rose may have done last week to Riho, no one's going to underestimate the champion again.
Yeah, word is out.
That's right.
And it's something that Emi Sakura has known for just about 13 years when she started training Riho when Riho was only 9 years of age.
Yeah, people, you heard right, ladies and gentlemen. Riho started training to be a pro wrestler at the age of 9. So if you wonder, how do you do that? Well, it ain't done in Oklahoma. Oh! She's a Japanese athlete, and they start early. And look at the strength here.
The Romero special there by Emi Sakura, just putting a lot of pressure on the knees and lower back of Riho and then dumping her.
So the little lady's been isolated. The champ has been isolated.
Look at this. Going right after Dr. Baker.
What a cheap shot that was. And now look at Priestley and Baker hooking it up out here on the outside. You can tell there's no love lost as they're striking with all the power that they have. And good grief.
And JR, it was a cheap shot that started all the hostility between B. Priestley and Britt Baker.
Lou Fast press.
Now raining right hands on the head of Priestley.
And the referees are doing a good job of being somewhat lenient because nobody's going to get paid on the outside here tonight. Oh, look at that shot. Nice, crisp, short forearm.
Actually, I think Aubrey Edwards does a great job as a referee.
Me too.
She is sensational.
She's using discretion.
Right.
And officials can do that. They had that opportunity. Some of them just don't have any damn common sense.
And Emi Sakura identifying that her partner is in trouble, heading to the outside. Now Britt Baker in jeopardy. Oh!
Double suplex on the outside. Baker's body bouncing off that thin mat.
Oh, but Riho.
Yeah, she's illegal. She's illegal.
Up to the top. Crossbody from Riho.
Ladies and gentlemen, what action we have here tonight. More still to come. This match continues when we come back on TNT.
And Riho returning B. Priestley back to the ring. Britt Baker returning Sakura back to the ring.
Yeah, let's keep in mind that Riho is still the legal lady in the ring.
Now Irish whip into the corner. Sakura sent into Priestley. Britt with the rising knee strike. Riho, knee strike of her own. Great tandem offense here.
I think B inadvertently hurt her own tag team that time.
Boot to the midsection.
Priestley's so dangerous because obviously she's big and strong. She's a big, strong athlete. And not many women have her length and her strength. Very athletic as B. Priestley. Impressed with her immensely.
Riho coming through the Tiger feint kick, 619. Sending Priestley back into the ring. Hook at the far leg. Only a 2 count.
Well, it is an area code. Tag made.
It's my area code.
I know. Kayfabe.
Soul butt there from B. Priestley. Short Irish whip into the corner. Priestley springs up to the top.
See, athleticism we talked about. Check that box.
That's
Power, you got that.
You called it athleticism.
Oh, Emi Sakura and B. Priestley. Stereo shots.
Stereo kicks right to the spine, solar plexus, and a near fall.
That was a pretty good pinning combination by Priestley as well. I'm surprised she didn't get the 3 out of that. But I think she would just as soon try to injure.
Oh, look at this. B. Priestley looking for that shoulder capture suplex, Akira Maeda style. But Britt Baker able to fire out of it with those downward elbow strikes.
Oh, look out. Nope.
Went for the ripcord.
Side headlock.
Priestley, shoulder capture. 1,
Shoulders are down.
2. No! Riho pushing past Emi Sakura to break up the pinfall.
Barely pushing past her. Closest near fall yet.
Riho likes to have this pace quickened. She cannot be on the defensive too long. She can't sustain all the punishment at her body weight.
Oh!
Right.
It's not a knock on her either, ladies and gentlemen. She's 98 pounds. She wins matches with heart, resilience, quickness, and just preparation.
And Priestley and Baker slugging it out right here in the center of the ice in the Gannis Arena.
She's not going to loosen a tooth there, Tony.
Oh, my. She have to do some dental work on herself.
B. Priestley to the outside.
Like a big gazelle, right over the top rope.
Went for the shoulder to the midsection. Baker set her up for Riho. And now,
Oh, DDT!
Baker with a DDT, hook of the leg. No, hook of the leg. 1, 2. Emi Sakura breaks up the pinfall attempt.
Following a DDT, a near fall.
Emi Sakura breaking up that pinfall attempt on her partner, keeping her team alive in this matchup.
Well, if she drags her partner to the corner, to Sakura,
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
pretty smart.
Yeah, that was.
That's a veteran move.
That was solid tag team move.
Hard knife edge chop.
Double underhook into the backbreaker.
Knife edge chop, deserving of a woo in Beantown, as a great Gorilla Monsoon used to say to me.
What is she doing?
The chance of Sakura,
Yeah, well,
but she's burning daylight.
She's burning a lot of daylight,
Man.
Excalibur.
Oh!
Cross body, nowhere to go for the doctor.
I guess you're a 24-year vet. You know what you're doing.
I guess. Oh, look at that.
Going out from the Vader Bomb into the senton. Britt Baker, though, able to kick out.
Is that what that's called now, a Vader bomb? That is so cool. That is.
They were going to call it the Leon White Bomb, but it didn't quite work as well.
That is so cool.
Oh!
Oh, look at that. A little stunner. Nicely done. That cutter was well done by the doctor.
Emi Sakura, though, rapid fire shots. Ooh. That thudding chop. RIHO intercepts, rolls through.
She's so quick.
Stop to the midsection.
Both feet right to the abdomen.
Britt with a swinging neck breaker.
Hooks the leg, far side. Can she hold her? No. Wow.
She thought she had her.
Aubrey Edwards was right there with the eye on the shoulders.
Hey guys, Nashville's coming up soon.
Legendary arena.
Yes,
We're going to be there.
Municipal Auditorium. Seeing a lot of great action. AEWTix.com. And I am having me some hot chicken.
Emi Sakura repeated shots from the knee. Upward rising knee strikes. Ripcord out into that elbow strike. Emi Sakura on roller skates. Britt has her hooked up into the neck breaker. Rolls through into the stretch, and now
submission time. Submission time, Doc. Can you hold it? Can you keep those hands locked?
I think there's too much power under. Look at this.
Got under the jaw, and that is it. Emi Sakura taps out.
A real dentist using a real mandible claw. What the hell is happening?
The team of RIHO and Dr. Britt Baker.
I didn't think she could hold her down, but then when she reached into the jaw, that changed everything.
And you see Emi Sakura clutching that jaw. That was the difference maker. And now in consecutive weeks, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, picking up victories in tag team competition. You have to wonder if she has her sights set on the woman that is her partner, that is the champion.
Here's what I want to see right here.
B. Priestley.
Yeah, this is the one. This got some magic to it, ladies and gentlemen. The Doctor and B. Priestley. And
Aubrey Edwards separating Priestley.
The referee did a great job there, not trying to manhandle, using her voice commands. But the talent still got to listen. The athletes still have to listen to the official. And sometimes you got to just take some money from them.
How about the world champion getting involved in this?
I know.
Personal. She could get injured in there.
Good job by the referee.
Yeah.
Nice work. And a nice tag team matchup, quite frankly. Yeah, this B. Priestley, Dr. Baker thing is going to get really, really good before it's all said and done. And you know that every woman on the roster wants to beat RIHO. So here we are. The bottom line of this is it's for the AEW women's title. There you see it.
And it's the story of RIHO's life, fighting a much larger opponent.
I'm just going to chant her name.
She's getting all giddy.
Referee Paul Turner draws the duties for this first ever AEW Women's World Championship title match.
You know, Britt Baker is not a huge woman by any stretch of the imagination, but she's much taller, longer than the 98-pound champ.
You know, the fact is these two ladies know each other, I would say, quite well. They've never faced each other in singles competition, but they've been in tag team wrestling twice before on the same team.
Yeah, and in the last two, actually, at Fight for the Fallen in Jacksonville, Florida, and then last week in Boston, Massachusetts.
Right. Nice arm drag takedown. You know, I've always thought that the secret to RIHO, you want to ground her and dictate a pace because she's elusive. She's like trying to pour smoke through a keyhole. It don't work.
And RIHO, some signs of frustration here as Britt Baker with an early advantage goes for the flying mare, but RIHO,
that's frustrating,
escapes out of it. Waistlock, full Nelson. Now arm drag there by RIHO. Britt, though, hangs on, rolls RIHO over.
Britt's just out horsing RIHO right now. Got
just
the cover.
exerting her power.
Been amateur wrestling, it's been over. One counts, don't count in AEW. RIHO got in the ropes. That's an automatic break. People understand this, primarily for the safety of the athletes. And you're out of bounds.
Well, you can just see the determination on the face of
Look at this, going for lockjaw. Looking for it early, and RIHO knows that she's in trouble.
There's a knee to the side of the head as RIHO trying to kick out, finally gets to the ropes, and again, the referee has no alternative but to call for the break.
Great ring awareness there by RIHO.
I was trying to say earlier that it'd be an amazing homecoming for Britt Baker next week to return to Pittsburgh next Wednesday night as a champ.
Walk into the Peterson Event Center, you're exactly right with that gold belt. She's got a shot right now. Don't forget, we'll be in Indiana, Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis on the 20th of November, Wednesday. Don't forget, always, you can go to AEWTix.com, wherever we're near you, and get your tickets.
Nashville coming up soon. Tony got a little double duty there that night.
Yeah, we're going to be, you and I, doing the show in Nashville and be in Zany's afterwards.
Well, that'll be a great crowd. It's always exciting when AEW comes to town. These ladies are teetering on a little bit of a problem here.
But you can see RIHO using those sharp elbows to knock Britt Baker back into the ring. Now diving crossbody.
Roll through.
Britt rolls through.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, no. Wow.
RIHO.
What an escape by RIHO, the champion.
She is so elusive, guys.
That's that little body, athletic, just flexible. She came right out in that pinning combination.
And that pinpoint accuracy on the drop kick, catching Britt Baker on the eye, on the cheek.
There's a block.
Yeah, Britt got way down low that time to block it. Again, she gets way down low.
And that's the size and strength disparity, as Britt now just easily brings RIHO up, but RIHO floats over with the waist lock. Oh!
Nice back elbow by the doctor. Maybe loosened a tooth.
Cazadora into the stomp!
Right to the abdomen. Both feet perfectly placed. And they may have taken the air right out of the challenger.
Watch out now, here she goes. This is exactly what you wanted, you talked about earlier, JR, and that is to keep her grounded. But she's enabled now, RIHO, to get to a vertical base.
Instinctually, RIHO tries for a slam, and it's not normally going to work. She grabbed the hair there, but that's okay.
Uh-oh, now RIHO looking to follow up that foot stomp from inside the ring, now from off the top rope.
Well, this could be disastrous.
Diving stomp, Britt rolling out of the danger.
Yeah.
Britt saw that coming, was able to get out of it.
Oh, sling blade there from the doctor.
She took too much time getting to the top there, and that was the
Sometimes these athletes are hell-bent on doing one thing, and they're going to do it no matter what.
Right.
And look at how easily Britt was able to hoist RIHO up, but RIHO once again escaping out of the back door. Now the arms locked. Oh,
hard forearm right to the jaw, right under the ear.
Yeah, you may think she doesn't have much force behind those, but she does.
Oh, TKO there.
And this time, it's the challenger, Britt Baker, the doctor, with the advantage.
Britt running single leg drop kick, knocking RIHO flat on the canvas.
Here's the cover. It should be body on body. It is. That will do. No,
Whoa.
It's not. Wow. I thought the size difference would be the determining factor in that lateral press in that exchange. I really did.
But we saw RIHO escape from pinning predicaments via Nyla Rose. So, like I mentioned at the top, she is no stranger to David and Goliath battles. Now look at this, the roll up.
The object there is to get the opponent's knees over their shoulders, and RIHO almost accomplished
Single leg
that. Now,
capture,
see, right
one,
there,
two.
right there. Near fall.
And RIHO now looking inside cradle, but Britt puts on the brakes.
Yeah, just
swinging fisherman's neck breaker.
The doctor just overpowered the champion on that exchange.
Now she needs to get right on her.
Oh, wow.
That's it. That wiped her out, guys.
Good Lord, what a knockout shot for the title. Wow. Now you don't want to get frustrated. I know it's easy for us to say sitting up here.
You know, a lot of times a kick out will be one shoulder up. That time she put both hands and both arms straight in the air. Both shoulders came up. She used every bit of body weight she had to get out of that.
The frustration certainly is evident on the face of the challenger.
Very much so. I mean, you would have to imagine for Britt Baker how disconsolate she must be, but she can't allow that to.
Wow. Those palm strikes.
Oh!
And a forearm shiver.
Britt goes for the ripcord. RIHO. Northern Light suplex. High bridge. 1, 2. No, Britt Baker kicks out.
Nicely done, but not enough pressure on the shoulders. Tony, this champion is so resourceful, as we said. Here's a submission attempt.
Single leg crab that time, and there they got to check. See, she needs to get to the ropes here. But I don't know if she can or not.
Britt's thinking about submitting.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to tap right there.
A lot of torque on that ankle. You can see how it's bending.
But RIHO dragging her to center.
That shows a tough streak, a little tenacity.
Oh, look how she's twisting the ankle as well.
The knee and the ankle getting torqued in all kinds of ways.
Oh,
and the challenger.
Oh, but RIHO wasting no time.
Quick, she's quick.
Diving foot stops to the spine.
Right to the spine, off the top, and oh hell, this is pretty good stuff right here.
Good point there, Excalibur, wasting no time. As soon as she got to the rope, she climbed up top with that double stomp.
Now RIHO looking for those double knee strikes.
The running double knee strike will take anybody down, and the challenger's already down. There's a cover. Far leg hooked on that exchange. Near fall accomplished, but that don't get you to the pay window.
Gentlemen, this is a hell of a battle for the women's title. It really is. Well, we expected it too.
Very much so, Tony. RIHO now goes for the knee strikes again.
The doctor was in and made and ducked.
Oh! Ripcord out to the elbow strike.
Wow. That found it smart too, and the leverage advantage came to really to play. Very prominent on that exchange.
Look at how unsteady RIHO is. Just driven on the back of her head. Now Brett sets her up looking for lockjaw.
That's a submission, inspired by Dr. Sam Shepard.
But she doesn't have the right arm captured, and RIHO won't open her mouth. Look at this, RIHO's got it scouted.
I don't blame her. She should have scouted.
There it is, there it is.
She's got it locked in. Oh, RIHO, 1, 2, 3. Of course, at shopaew.com.
Of course, at JRSBBQ on Twitter. Thank you very much, Tony.
And at Tony Schiavone 24. There we are.
And shut up, Excalibur.
There you go.
I didn't say that.
All right. These two are going to get very familiar with each other before the weekend's over.
Yeah, it's a teacher versus student matchup. And RIHO feels that in many ways she has surpassed her mentor, her trainer, Emi Sakura, but Sakura feels like she's got a few tricks left to show this young prodigy, RIHO. Trading pinfall attempts, but RIHO bridging up so effortlessly. Ducking under lariat attempt, but Emi Sakura taking a bit of a shortcut.
RIHO's been in the business 13 years. She started training at age 9.
Age 9.
That's a fact, folks. It's not Russell's feet.
Wow.
Age 9.
And the woman that trained her was Emi Sakura. Almost like a second parental figure in her life.
Sakura, one of the great women legends in wrestling in Japan. And boy, she's got a mean streak to boot, doesn't she?
Yeah, and knows every trick in the book, which makes it going to be a little challenging for RIHO.
And look at this. As soon as Jamie Hayter noticed that RIHO was making a break for the tag, Hayter came in. Cut RIHO off of the pads, but RIHO cartwheels out. Oh, jumping knee strike. Takes Sakura off her feet.
High knee, there's a tag.
Shanna tagging in and laying in the heavy elbow strike to the jaw of Emi Sakura. Switch, duck under of the lariat. Oh, uppercut underneath the jaw.
Nicely done.
Went for the hip toss, but Shanna reversing into an arm drag. A second one. And now Portugal's perfect athlete up to her feet. She's got Emi Sakura reeling. Another lifting uppercut there by Shanna.
Shanna's a very strong competitor too.
And she's using her
physically
power and her strength.
Moves well, nicely. Far leg hook, got a 1 count. That's it. 1 count this time. Hey folks, again, if you're talking about Baltimore and how great it's going to be, the Jimmy Seafood people, the StarCast, everything's great. Remember, a few tickets are still available in Baltimore.
That's right, JR. AEWTix.com. Limited seating available for this Saturday night. As Shanna with the flipping neck breaker, hook of the leg. 1, 2, no!
Near leg hook, let the far hip open, and that created a no fall.
Let's not forget, we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving Eve, where it all started, the Sears Center in Chicago, Wednesday, November 27th.
I'm just staying up there. I'm going to celebrate Thanksgiving in Chicago.
Then we're going to be going to State Farm Center in Champaign at the University of Illinois on Wednesday, December 4th, as Dynamite goes all over the country, guys.
Yes, sir.
Look at this, a tandem attack there by the team of RIHO and Shanna. 1, 2, no! Sakura kicks out.
Sakura's strong.
Yeah, but she's been in this entire match.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter has not seen legal action in this match just yet. RIHO looking for those locomotion Northern Lights suplexes.
I think one of Hayter's problem is she's talking and bantering with the fans. She needs to turn her attention back to the match.
She's talking.
Yeah, she got an
a little
attitude.
chatty. Yeah, she does have an attitude.
Drop toe hold there.
Right across the second rope. Yep.
RIHO.
Here she comes. Won't take her long to get here.
Finds her mark, but Sakura blocked it actually.
Blocked it. Yeah, it was blocked.
And now Sakura converting into that double underhook backbreaker.
There we go.
And now Jamie Hayter seeing her first legal action of the match.
Hayter so big and strong. That mean streak is prominent.
Just wrenching RIHO over the top. A second time. Look at how she's tossing her.
Tony, you and I have done a lot of pay-per-views together. Yeah. We'll talk more about that when we come back. We got to take a break, folks. Pay a bill or two. This tag match is going to continue. You stay with us. We'll be right back live on TNT.
Jamie Hayter sending RIHO face first into that middle turnbuckle. And Hayter really setting up Emi Sakura for success with that beating she laid down on RIHO, and Sakura capitalizing it with that drop kick.
Drop kick squarely in the sternum.
You know, I think this match may go a long way in deciding who's going to get a title shot. I think if you see Sakura here really shine, really do well, they may consider her top contender for this title.
Well, I mean, she will be going into full gear to face RIHO, but Jamie Hayter could do a service for herself as this rolling Romero special there by Emi Sakura.
Man, that whole thing had an amazing international flavor to it, didn't it?
Here comes bad attitude again.
Jamie Hayter pulling RIHO up high with that camel clutch, and now going down on, sitting deep on her back.
Yeah, that's not. Get some rules, Jamie.
It's not very ladylike.
Oh, we've seen her employ this tactic.
Oh, double wet Willie, maybe.
Oh, for God's sake. Good Lord. You don't know where her hands have been.
You don't know where RIHO's ears have been.
His fingers back in her mouth.
Double dipped.
Jamie Hayter with that chin lock applied. And Hayter continuing to punish the AEW Women's World Champion. Look at those hammer and anvil elbow strikes going down on the clavicle of RIHO.
She's laying some punishment in on RIHO, but she seems to be just as intent to try to humiliate her as anything else.
Exactly, Tony. Humiliation is part of the game of Jamie Hayter. I got a feeling a lot of folks are going to be hatering Hayter.
I
agree.
I think she's making
Look at the power.
Just consecutive scoops and slams.
That's how you do it. You got to impose your will and dance with what brung you. And she's a big, strong woman.
Ragdolling her now.
Using all of that upper body strength as Hayter.
Tony, like that tattoo?
That's got to be painful, Jim. I was thinking about that. I don't have a tattoo, but I'm not sure if I wanted one. I'd want one right there.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. TNT, thanks for being with us. Thanks for inviting us to your home on one of the biggest weeks, if not the biggest week thus far in AEW's history. Here tonight in Charlotte, Saturday night on pay-per-view in Baltimore. Our champion, RIHO, will be challenged by her teacher in a one-on-one matchup Saturday night.
Look at this head scissors. The Tiaras takes Jamie Hayter down, and RIHO has a little bit of daylight, but Emi Sakura saw it and she cuts her off.
Good time for the champ to make a tag. Easier said than done, obviously.
Champ showing great leverage taking Hayter down.
Cazadora
Quickly.
and rolled into the stomp, and she stuck the landing on Emi Sakura.
Yes, she did.
Quicker than a hiccup, this young lady.
And RIHO making the long crawl.
Tag made.
Shanna has had a lot of time to think about this on the outside, and now just going to work on Jamie Hayter.
Boy, speaking of being vicious.
Rapid fire shots.
Very aggressive.
Oh.
Look at this.
Following up again. Jamie Hayter on roller skates as Shanna takes her off her feet.
That was impressive. Running forearm, shot to the face, a cover, and a near fall created for that young lady who's making only her second appearance here in AEW.
Too much strength, though, to keep her down. As you said, limited number of seats are still available at AEWTix.com to join us. But of course, all over the world, you can join us on pay-per-view.
Shannon with that beautiful jawbreaker counter, but Hayter catches into the backbreaker.
That illustrates the amazing strength of Jamie Hayter.
She does have amazing strength.
And a heads-up move by Hayter, identifying that she was in trouble and immediately tagging out to Emi Sakura, who this crowd here at the Bojangles Coliseum not playing along with the Sakura chant.
They ain't digging her.
Well, maybe they are.
Where's
trying to win them over.
You're A for effort, but you should stick to the wrestling.
Had no defense at all that time.
Look at this.
And the Vader bomb blocked. Shannon with the knees up. Now Shannon the one making the crawl, but hey,
You're talking about getting jerked out of your world.
That was a smart move.
It wasn't ethical, but it was damn sure strategic.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamie Hayter, only 4.5 years of in-ring experience, but functioning like a seasoned tag team vet. Step up,
Hurricane Rana, nicely done.
Sends Emi Sakura to the outside. Shauna's still up in the ring.
Oh, she's going to go downstairs as well.
All or nothing.
Shanna up to the top.
This might be a mistake.
Diving cross body, taking out both members of the opposition.
I think she picked up the 7-10 split.
I believe she did, and the fact is, where is the world champion in all this? She is still down.
Well, that's what a good partner does. You occupy two if you can, or the champ heals, gets back on her feet.
Tremendous high-risk offense there from Shanna.
You know, keeping the champion down and out like she's been may be a feather in the cap for Sakura come Saturday night.
I think, she's looking for some weaknesses to exploit on Saturday, going over the top of the sliced bread. Now Shanna, double underhook.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
man.
Oh, that broke her neck.
Into a DDT, 1, 2. No, I mean Sakura.
Oh,
You wonder how tough Sakura is. Don't question her.
yeah, just watch that.
Just watch that.
Watch that again. How did she get out of that?
So resilient is Sakura, but she is in a bad way here. The full Nelson applied by Shanna. Sakura, though, with the strength to break free.
Ooh, right to the gut.
Now, look at this. I mean, Sakura reversing.
Oh, what a counter.
And just flatline Shanna. Makes the tag out to Hayter.
She countered so quickly, she turned on a dime and left 9 cents change. Look at that power.
Driving uppercuts there from Jamie Hayter.
Hayter might not have the woman's personality. Who cares about that? Yes, really. But man, she's physical. And she knows how to use her strength and what she brought to the dance very well.
She really does.
She's somebody to keep an eye on. If she continues to develop, here we go.
Cover hook in the near leg, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jamie Hayter sets her up, 1, 2. No!
Thought the sit-out powerbomb had it, Excalibur, but just too much strength. You know, we talk so much about the quickness. We don't give these ladies enough credit for their strength, their power.
They are tremendously powerful, but now Shanna looking for that sit-out DDT, but Hayter reversing. Lays her out flat. And Jamie Hayter charging in the running lariat. Sets her up for a second one.
That took her head off.
Yeah, here we go, the cover.
That could be it.
Near leg is hooked again.
2, no!
Rio, I think, assisted on the breakup, but there's what she gets in her
There
efforts.
she goes. I thought she was playing possum. She jumped up on the apron, came in, and they send her out again.
Jamie Hayter taking none too kindly to that.
Sakura and Hayter have good teamwork.
Exactly right, JR. Now,
Oh, that hurts.
You know, this is the first time they've worked together as a team. They faced each other in April. So you're right. They worked very, very well as a team.
and now the Vader bomb there.
Vader bomb. Here comes the champ.
No!
Big down, run the lower back.
RIHO breaking up the pin with the double foot stomps to the spine.
Well,
I'm not sure she'd be able to reach her for the top rope. She's standing flat-footed on the apron.
Referee's call.
Oh, RIHO.
Good call.
Going for the knees.
Oh,
1,
Sailor's down.
2. close.
What a big win that would have been.
Magistral, no. Reversal, 1, 2. Oh, no. Sakura kicks out.
2 very close near falls in a row.
Backslide.
Roll through.
Magistral. 1, 2, 3. That is it.
She pinned the champ.
Emi Sakura.
Crowd is shocked.
The winners of this match, the team of Jamie Hayter and Emi Sakura, the AEW Women's World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Chiba, Japan, Emi Sakura.
Very emotional.
Yeah, you can see the emotions all over the face. The trainer, Emi Sakura.
And her opponent, from Shinagawa City, Japan, she is the current AEW Women's World Champion, RIHO!
RIHO, you see there, undefeated in singles competition here in All Elite Wrestling. She would like nothing more
Your referee, Bryce Remsburg.
than to defeat her mentor,
60-minute
trainer.
time. 60-minute time limit, as are all the title matches here tonight. So the ladies are going to have an hour to settle their business.
And JR, let's run down the numbers here. Emi Sakura and RIHO have known each other for 13 years. They've shared the ring together 268 times.
God.
They have had 32 singles matches, with Emi Sakura taking the balance 17 to 15. 6 title matches split right down the middle evenly.
Good numbers from Excalibur.
And then we see the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Sakura with the obvious strength advantage.
Yeah, we're going to see these styles unfold. We see what they're doing. Oh, look at the strength here. Now this is going to take a lot out of the champ.
And look at that neck strength from RIHO.
Look at her up on her toes.
And now
And there's a lot of athleticism right there. Let me tell you something.
RIHO trying to bring herself up to the feet, but that's the experience of Emi Sakura.
She's shedding no tears now, is Emi Sakura.
Oh no, and now with the hair toss. Little Koto Fuyuki there.
What's that mean?
Koto Fuyuki was part of Pro Wrestling War, part of Chris Jericho's stable in War in Japan. And now also, look at that, just, RIHO immediately escaping.
Slipping right out. Slipping right out the back door.
Drop kick, there we see Sakura using the momentum change to her advantage, coming back with a big drop kick.
We saw this drop kick in a tag match on Wednesday night. Of course, this Wednesday night we're going to be in Nashville, as we mentioned earlier, at the historic Municipal Auditorium. Big Wednesday night in Nashville. And how can they get tickets?
Still available at AEWTix.com. We hope to see you Wednesday night. Emi Sakura charging in. RIHO sends her up and over the top rope. Sakura lands. RIHO pause for a moment, and Emi Sakura makes her pay with that shoulder to the midsection.
I get the feeling that Sakura will be as vicious as she has to be to win. I'm not so sure that's the case with this kind-hearted champion.
Oh, the diving body press, sending RIHO to the outside. And Emi Sakura, we mentioned multiple times how she is the trainer of RIHO. She's still training over in Japan. Her promotion, Gato Move Pro Wrestling. They have a dojo there. Fast rising stars like Lulu Pencil, JR, I swear to God, that's a real name. And Emi Sakura, responsible for the next generation of Japanese women professional wrestlers. But right now,
I admire that, appreciate that fact, quite frankly. I'm not joking. That's big time.
But RIHO identifying the danger, putting the brakes on, grabbing the legs of Sakura. And now both women up on the middle rope, and RIHO.
I just wonder how much pressure, how much impact those shots have at 98 pounds.
But if she catches her
but
with
this is a different ball game right there. Now that's a different story we're telling.
The javelin from the sky, that foot stomp coming right down on the heart of Emi Sakura.
See, this is how you take advantage of your size or lack thereof, and your courage and your agility. We saw lots of courage. It takes a lot of courage to go from the top rope and do something like that. One misstep and you're dead.
RIHO waiting, looking for that double knee strike. And Oh, finds its mark on the back of the head of Emi Sakura, rolls her through. Deep cover, 1, 2. Sakura kicks out, Riho hangs on. And JR, this is the basic hold, one of the first holds they teach you in a Japanese professional wrestling dojo, the single leg crab. And Riho, I mean, she has that move perfected.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on several parts of the leg, including the ankle, the knee, and the quadricep. It stretches out the thigh muscle, puts torque on the ankle if you choose to do that, and certainly the knee can be a part of that equation as well. Very effective is that single leg Boston Crab. And the veteran made it to the bottom rope. She knows where the ropes are, probably better than anybody in the ring.
And Riho, you have to imagine the emotions very high for her as well.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. You know, that's what I said earlier. She's such a sweetheart. You wonder if she's willing to do anything she has to do to beat her coach, because the coach has got to mean a lot to her.
Swinging flatliner there. Emi Sakura out of desperation now. The Sakura chant ringing throughout the Royal Farms Arena here in Baltimore. It's a catchy tune. I can't help them can't blame them for clapping along, but now Sakura, she knows better than this. She's wasting too much time. Oh, maybe.
Oh, man. That crossed body, nowhere to go for the champion. Riho, the first ever AEW Women's Champion, and a big disadvantage here, maybe psychologically, trying to beat her coach.
I mean, we've seen her overcome size disadvantages before. I mean, that's the story of her career, but specifically in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
On the debut episode of Dynamite, where Riho defeated Nyla Rose.
Who would have thought that? Really, quite frankly, it was an upset. And she's been upsetting people ever since. Maybe someday we'll all believe in her, like we should. She's done nothing but win here.
And now Sakura with that surfboard, the Romero special, just rolling through.
Wow.
And think about the pressure on the shoulders, the knees, the spine. And Sakura, Bryce Remsburg is checking.
Look at Riho's breathing. Her breathing is very heavy here, and rightfully so. She's gasping for air, just a signal that she's in distress, even more distress than maybe she wants us to believe.
And it all started with that cross body, with her strung up in the corner, driving the air, the oxygen out of her lungs. And now Emi Sakura perhaps with the mental advantage.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of impact, that shot.
Emi Sakura, the 2009 Tokyo Sports Women's Professional Wrestler of the Year, the largest newspaper, the largest sports newspaper in Japan.
Fans chanting for Riho. She's become very popular here as this young lady. If you ever meet her, folks, you'll understand what I'm saying. She's just a sweetheart of a person.
She brightens up the room every time she's in it.
Proud to be in America, proud of her country. Riho wants to take the title back.
Oh, drop toe hold.
Drop toe hold. That quick's how quick it can change when you're fighting a person like Riho. This is her game. Speed, suddenness.
And Riho dials that up. The Tiger feint kick. The 619 across the face of Emi Sakura. Now Riho up to the top. Beautiful cross body. 1, 2. No. Didn't hook the leg. Didn't bring the momentum forward.
And the pop of the hip got her off her shoulders off the canvas. Nicely done by the veteran, saving some energy till she had to kick out.
Oh, look at that, Sakura digging her nails perpendicular across the spine of Riho.
Yeah.
And now just mocking.
Are those alligator tears?
Oh, they're crocodile tears.
Oh, crocodile tears. I knew it was some reptile.
Emi Sakura with the hammer throw reversed by Riho. Riho charges in, rising knee strike.
You had to like the reversal real quick there. It was almost out of need, and then boom! Good Lord, a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Just freaking the champ in half.
And now another one.
Man, that's the sign of a veteran.
Just following up, quick succession. And not the Vader bump, the Vader stomp. Oh, so vicious. And now Sakura.
Oh, reverse Vader bomb.
Vader into a senton.
Turned in midair there.
1, 2. No, Riho able to kick out.
But this is exactly the right game plan if you're cheering for Amy to win this match. use her bulk, use her strength, slow it down. And that's it. She's done all those things. She's checked all those boxes here. Now, can Emi
Sakura.
Yeah. Can she put it away? That's what I'm
Double underhook.
processing a lot of information.
Tiger driver.
here.
Oh, look at that Riho.
Yeah.
Oh! What a desperation move by Riho.
Sakura was employing everything I was trying to say until I got tongue-tied, for God's sakes. But the thing that I always admire about these Riho matches, she sustains as much punishment as anybody I can remember seeing, and then still comes back and survives and wins.
She's like a more sane Darby Allin.
Yeah, well, there you go. Are you inferring? So they're up.
Emi Sakura to her feet, stops the 10 count. And Sakura, heavy chop across the chest.
Yeah, right across that collarbone. And that's probably the worst thing that can happen is you get your collarbone broken with those chops like that and shots like that one.
Oh, that overhand elbow strike to the chest. Sakura leaving herself open for it and just absorbing the punishment to dish out more.
Don't like the odds of success for the smaller person trying to chop down the larger person. It normally doesn't work. But look at the champ. Look at her. She doesn't know she's 98 pounds. She doesn't care. Look at the heart. Look at the fight of the AEW Women's Champion.
And Emi Sakura is fading.
Man,
Sakura, oh,
gosh.
what a combination. Takes down Riho. Oh, thunderous chop. Oh, look at that. The body capture, the Cazador into the stumps once again.
Quick offense. I mean, sudden, quicker than a hiccup type offense.
And look at this. Riho trying to bring Emi Sakura up to her feet. Going for the Northern Light suplex.
She got
One,
it. She
two.
got
No! She was on the points of her toes, putting all of her body weight down across the shoulders of Emi Sakura. And I would say it would make her trainer smile, but her trainer was the one she was executing the move to. Another foot stomp.
Look at that adjustment. She had to change her game plan in about 1 second.
Great improvisation there from the AEW Women's World Champion Riho.
When you start training at 9, you kind of get this thing at some point in time. It all comes together.
Pro wrestling is in Riho's blood as she takes to the skull. Oh, she stuck the landing.
Oh, man.
1, 2, no. Sakura now bridging up.
Sakura's like she's possessed at times.
So much riding on this match. I mean, not just the championship, but personal pride. Teacher versus student. Will Riho finally surpass Emi Sakura? Those shots to the back of the head from Riho didn't have a lot of mustard on them. And Riho just hammering at Sakura, but Sakura breaks free. Oh, backdrop driver!
Could be over. The end could be very near right now.
Oh, double underhook into the torture. Rack out, just flattens her. Sakura goes for the cover.
Yeah.
1, 2, no.
Yeah, you can see Riho trying to manage her way to the bottom rope just in case. And that in case was in case she didn't think she could kick out. She got out of bounds and stopped the count all the same. The young lady has got a great mind and awareness of where she is in the ring in these situations. Very impressed with both these women.
That is that nearly lifelong affiliation with professional wrestling. Oh, Riho counters out. Oh, the knee strike.
Both knees. The both knee strike will get you to where you want to go. No, good counter.
Oh,
a great
rolls
counter.
Through 1, 2, no. Riho able to kick out the Mahi Straw. That's how she finished her on Wednesday night. Riho dodges out of the way. 1, no. Sakura.
The suddenness of this.
No.
It's amazing.
Oh, the knee to the side of the head.
Strike, big time strike. Using the ropes for a little bit of leverage.
Such quick action, almost too close to call. Crucifix there. Riho rolls through. High stack, 1, 2, 3. Oh, she got it. She got it. Riho defends the AEW Women's World Championship.